Hello, welcome to Here We Go. To end our chapter on the capture race, let's look at 4 more examples. The 2 on the top are white to play, and the 2 at the bottom are black to play. Please feel free to pause the video and try the patterns yourselves. Now, if you're ready, let's look at the upper left. It is a very common pattern. These 3 white stones are engaged in a fight with these 2 black stones. And if we occupy the so-called outside liberty in this case, white will fail. If white plays here, then black will play here. Now, black has 3 liberties left, while white only has 2. White tries this, it will still fail. So in this scenario, it is important to remember that white should always play here. By playing here, white still has 3 liberties left, but black can only have 2, even if it tries to escape. And now, white will be able to capture black. But of course, in real game situations, black will not try this. Black can either play from the inside or play something on the outside and let white capture. So the key takeaway is for white to play here and not on the outside. As I've mentioned before, the capture race is always case by case, and you need to slow down and be careful about every move you make. Next, let's look at the upper right. This is a rather complicated pattern, and I'm sure some of you might think that this is a little too hard for beginners. But by making this channel, I believe that you're making a sustained effort to learn the game. Any problems on capture and the capture race is never too hard for an amateur, and you're really expected to know how to handle these problems. For life and death, there might be problems that are really difficult, even for professional players. I believe that the capture race and capturing are really basic skills that all amateurs are hoping to be competent in a game should know. And the goal of this channel, of course, is to make you into a competent amateur Go player. So it is white to play. If we do some reverse thinking, black can easily capture white like this, right? And black even has ice space here, potential ice space. So the situation is really bad for white. But white can reduce black's liberties by doing this. Now the next move is really crucial because black is threatening to capture this white stone. If white connects, then black will be able to kill white. So white must sacrifice this 1 stone, and the correct move is this. If black captures this stone, white will let black capture. But now the tables have turned. White will win the capture race. If black is looking for more liberties in the corner, it will not find it. White will still be able to win, like this. Now if black plays here, then white can easily capture black this way. So there's no good move for black after white's Atari and the bend on the first line. White can also bend here. If black plays here, this will be the same as the previous pattern. If black tries this, then white will win this way. If black tries this, then white can win like this. So it is important to calculate Atari and then bend on the first line. Then white can overcome the weaknesses in its own shape by exploiting black's weaknesses. Now let's move on to the lower left. Again, it is a very common tactic for black to use. As you know, these 3 black stones cannot escape, and these white stones have 3 liberties left. So black must occupy these liberties. But after this initial exchange, white still has 3 liberties left. So the challenge is to keep white with only 2 liberties, no matter what white plays. And this can be extremely tricky. If we try a similar pattern to the upper right, we will fail. We try this. We will fail. White will extend, and white will have 4 liberties here. If black connects, obviously, white will kill the 3 black stones. So bending on either side doesn't work. That's why the key move for black is occupying this liberty. And of course for white, there's a lot of things to try. If white extends down like this is never a good move. Black can easily kill white. But the best response white can make is this. If black does this, then white will bend again. And now white will be able to capture black like this. Right? Or black does this, white will win by 1 liberty. So this black move is actually wrong. Of course, you can try many variations by yourself, but the correct move here is this. And white's best response is this. And now, the really great move for black is this one. I will leave you with this move, and you can figure out all the variations and complications. But the bottom line is that white will have no more than 3 liberties at any given time. And it will always be a 3 liberties versus 3 liberties situation, and black will eventually prevail. This move is extremely important in real games because you see it quite often. And when this situation arises, knowing how to kill white this way is extremely important. Lastly, let's look at the bottom right. It is a relatively easy example. These 3 black stones and these 2 black stones, as well as the whole white group, all have 3 liberties. So it is important for black to figure out which liberty to occupy. If black occupies here, this is an inside liberty, and white will capture black like this. If black occupies this liberty, again, white will be able to capture black. When you're faced with a question like this, you only need to slow down for about 3 to 5 seconds. And then you find that black's occupying this liberty will be the correct move. If white moves this way, then black will capture from behind. If white moves this way, black can capture like this. So congratulations, you finished the capture race chapter. Now we've come a long way. We learned the basic rules. We learned various capture methods. We learned life and death. And we now learn the capture race. All of these are strictly logical. There are many, many more problems out there that you should try on your own. I will also walk you through many problems on this channel in the future, so please stay tuned. And doing these problems will make you a much better Go player. And even professionals or high-level amateurs need to practice life and death capture race all the time in order to stay sharp. And of course, it is very, very good for your brain, no matter your age. So all the skills I've taught you so far are really hand-to-hand combat. It's about capturing, it's about killing your opponent, it's about staying alive. But what's really more important in Go is the strategy. And that's what we'll explore in our next chapter, the opening. We'll learn the opening moves, joystick keys, things that are really important to consider as you're putting a game together. So thank you for your support and attention thus far, and I will see you in the next chapter.